In this video, we are going to be solving an interesting exponential equation. 8 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x is equals to 130. How do we solve for x? Here is the solution. We have 8 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x equals to 130. 8 could be written as 2 to the power of 3 times x plus 2 to the power of x is equals to 130. Now let us recall the power rule. It says whenever we have a to the power of m times n, is simply the same thing as a to the power of n times m. So we are going to apply this property to this guy. So from here we're going to have 2 to the power of x times 3 plus 2 to the power of x is equals to 130. Now, let us suppose 2 to the power of x is equals to y. That means anywhere we see 2 to the power of x, we are going to replace it with y. So from here, we're going to have y to the power of 3 plus this guy, we replace it with y equals to 130. This implies that y cubed plus y, when this guy comes to the left, it becomes negative 130 equals to 0. We can now solve this cubic equation. To solve this cubic equation, it is pretty easy. We have y cubed plus, we can write y as 26y minus 25y, and this guy minus 130 equals to 0. This implies that rewriting this equation, we have y cubed minus 25y plus 26y minus 130 equals to 0. Now let us pull out the common terms. Between this guy and this, y is the common terms. So let us pull it out. That will be y into y squared minus 25 plus, between this guy and this, what is the common terms? We can pull out 26. So we're going to have 26 into y minus 5 equals to 0. Because 26 times y, that is 26y. 26 times negative 5, that is negative 130. So let's proceed further. This implies that y, this guy, is a difference of 2 square. That is y minus 5 times y plus 5 plus 26 times y minus 5 equals to 0. Now, you will observe that y minus 5 is common. So let us pull it out. So we're going to have y minus 5 into, we are left with this and this, y times y plus 5 plus 26 equals to 0. Let's proceed further. This implies that y minus 5 times, this is y, sorry for that, times y times y, that is y squared, plus y times 5, that is 5y plus 26 equals to 0. Y minus 5 equals to 0, or y squared plus 5y plus 26 is equals to 0. Clearly from this guy, y is equals to 5. If you try to solve this quadratic equation, you will obtain a complex solution. But our aim here is to deal with only real solution. So let's consider this guy. Y is equals to 5. Since 2 to the power of x is equals to y, from this guy, this assumption, since we are to find the value of x, so this implies that 2 to the power of x is equals to what? What is y? We already have it here. Y is 5. Taking the natural logarithm of both sides, that will be ln 2 to the power of x is equals to ln 5. From laws of logarithm, that is, whenever we have ln a to the power of b, is simply the same thing as b times ln a. Let's apply this property to this left hand side. So from here, we're going to have x times ln 2 is equals to ln 5. Let's divide both sides by lane 2. We're going to have x times lane 2 is equals to lane 5. So we just divide both sides by lane 2. Lane 2. Clearly, this guy cancel each other. So we are left with x is equals to lane 5 over lane 2. Therefore, x is approximately equals to 2.3219. If you plug this guy into your calculator, this is the required value of x for this exponential equation. That's it. Thanks for watching.